Right, right, I think we're back. I don't know what happened to the internet there. Hopefully it will fix itself. Fingers crossed. I was hoping to get technical free difficulty to stream, but that's not going to happen. So, Hungarian, first held in around about the 1980s. He's produced some shocking moments, really, and some good moments. We saw Verstappen at the weekend get his first pole position of Formula One, which made it the 100th Grand Prix pole, which is pretty decent. And then Verstappen and Hamilton really produced a very good battle to take the win to Mercedes there. So Hamilton really got a lot of wins so far this season. So let's just go and have a quick look through the times. We have Ethan, who's currently on pole, with a 1:16.369 on the soft compound tyres. I think a lot of people, will be doing mediums to hards, I think. So, yeah, I think that's what a lot of people will be doing at the moment. And I need to figure out a way to stop the stream as well as actually do something else. I think we're okay. But anyway, mediums to hards is quite common, I think, or they could do mediums to soft, pushing it. It does also depend on the tyre temperature as well, so we'll just have to keep an eye on that. We did see guys in real life achieve 114s, so I wonder if anyone will reach that as well. There has been some standouts in real life qualifying as well, so hopefully we could get some standouts here today. I am going to check a second who let's go on board with. Hardly anyone is out on a lap at the moment. Chris Macker-Jones is currently on a set of hards for 3 laps at the moment, so we'll just he's going to take a gamble, I think, starting on the hards. He's on. Don't forget, if you are new to league racing and don't know the strategy, the tyres that you set your fastest lap in is the tyre you have to start the race on if you're in the top 10. And if you're outside the top 10, then you get free choice of tyres. So that was what 4 of the drivers will be hoping for today. So I'm trying to get the chat up, but it's taking a long time to load at the moment. But we had someone random joined. Okay, we don't want that, but there we go. So as everyone is going on their outer laps, let me just have a quick look at the team standings. Now, this hasn't been updated since Britain, so it might have changed, but ERL won last week, so they will extend their lead in the top of the standings. And we've got Sync in second, Team PFL in third, TSR fourth, 183 Esports in fifth, Team Jizu in sixth, Livid in seventh, BPRL in eighth, Team LCR in ninth, and Fry, who's not here today. I think Fry was the only team not here. Every other team is here, which is good news. Which is good to hear. So, this is one of the hardest tracks to overtake. This kind of reminds me of Baku and Monaco, but no walls. That is how difficult this circuit is. I find this circuit quite difficult as well, especially if you guys have done the latest event on the F1 2019 game. I haven't even tried it yet, to be fair, and to be honest, I don't even want to try it, but, you know, it is trying to do that. So, 6 minutes and 17 seconds remaining on the clock. Fipo is currently on a lap at the moment, and it's a 1:16.6 for him. That puts him into P2 on a set of the medium tyres. So we're starting to see a lot of people go on to the mediums. So that is very intriguing. But we only see a few people onto the soft compound tyres. So I wonder how that's going to play out there, with the times being quite close between the top 4 at the moment. It's around about, let me just check actually, gap to leader, there we go. The gap is around about 5 tenths separated the top 4. But the track, as we know, it will start to evolve as the session goes on. So we will start to see times change pretty quickly. And I do believe also, I'm just trying to see Ben. Could Ben be on the lap? No, he is not on the lap. I'm just trying to see who else could be on the lap. I was going to follow Tom, but Tom just comes across the line at 1:16.9. He puts himself on pole on a set of mediums, and I said he could be one to watch. He was leading the race last week, but unfortunately he suffered from a disconnect. But he will get P3 due to this last week, so you'll still get P3 anyway. So he'll still get some points for Team Sync. Now, I literally can't connect to the chat, so I can't see what's going on in the chat because it's taking a while to load up. So, oh, there we go. I think I've got the chat up open now. That is good news. That is good news. So let us know who you're rooting for in the chat as well. Who are your favourite drivers? Who are your favourite teams? Who do you want to do well? Because it'll be very intriguing. Now, one other things I've noticed around this circuit, you can kind of compare it really, the Hungarian to a karting circuit, but that's why some people, in terms of their setup, they might have a similar setup to Monaco because of the downforce that is used around the track. And these drivers really got to find the rhythm quite quickly, because the faster the lap times, the faster they get into the rhythm, the faster the lap times can be early on, and it's keen to get that momentum up. So as everyone is going out for their final runs, everyone's on the mediums except Ben and Ethan. Bartek goes 3rd fastest, which is pretty decent on the mediums anyway. So will we see people beat Tom now? Tom's teammate Ben, he set his best time on the hard. He's currently down in 9th place at the moment. So I wonder if him going on to a set of mediums would be best for him, or would it be worse? We'll just have to find out as soon as possible, as he's gone off a bit off the circuit. So I don't think he's going to improve his lap time yet, or he might just be on his outlap. A person I know who is not on an outlap is John, as John is going past the uphill straight of turn 4 coming up, and then going up into turn 5, the start of sector 2, and then coming up to the windy turn 6 and 7. Really, yeah, he is on his outlap. That's what I thought so. I'm just trying to see if I could go on board anyone in a lap, and they're either on an outlap or they go on an in-lap. So I've really got to find someone with a flying lap ASAP, really. So I will find it ASAP as well. So don't forget, after this race, there will be a season break for about 3 or 4 weeks, because obviously the real life F1 just have a summer break as well. We've got yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. I wonder what is that, as Barker has retired. Interesting. So Barker's out the race. Well, out of the qualifying session. So he'll start no higher than P6, unless any of the guys going up behind him can improve. I'm just seeing could be that they're just trying to get a lot of rhythm into their tyres as well. That's probably why they're just taking a little bit too easy for now. And they also want to be the last person to cross the line, because then they'll have pretty much a huge advantage when it comes to the track. Just like we've seen in Q1 in real life. And to be honest, I was absolutely gutted when George Russell didn't make it to Q2. He was so close. And PT goes fastest with a 1:15.8 on a set of softs. Now, Viper, oh no, but I don't think he's going to make it, I don't think. He's slowing down yet. His lap time, I think, got invalidated, or he might have given his teammate the toe. Here comes Bartek then. Bartek is in 4th. He is the last person to cross the line, so he'll be the final person to set a lap time. Who else is on board that we could potentially go on a good lap? We'll have to wait and see. As Blazer Guns was looking to get a toe from someone else, but he doesn't have anyone to have the toe because obviously his teammates are not here tonight, so all he's got to rely on really is himself. As Blazer Guns comes across the line, we'll see where he ends up in the pecking order for this afternoon's race. It's in 13th place. What about Ethan then? He doesn't need to do anything. Because I know he's probably going to go faster unless Bartek can. Bartek, oh, he's running out of fuel though, so, and I think, is he going to dive into the pits? No, he's not. He's going to have another go. And it's not a particularly fast one, so that stays in P4. So that means PT is your pole man, as PT dives into the pits now. So, quite a close qualifying session for these guys, between the top 8 anyway. As if it's what it's going to be like in the race, then it's going to be very exciting to watch, and I hope you guys are excited to watch it as well. Don't forget, this is URC Tier 2 for the Xbox side. As we've got PT that's on pole with Tom in second by 0.3 per second. We've got Viper third, Bartek 4th, Bastek 5th, Barker 6th, Freak Show 7th, Ben 8th, IMP 9th, Benzilla 10th, Chris Macker-Jones 11th, John 12th, Blazer Guns 13th, and Frobo Jobo in 14th, and we'll be at the back of the grid. But there will be, I think, a few more drivers joining them as well. So, like I said earlier, strategy today is most likely going to be start on the mediums, and then they have a choice if they could push it onto the softs or to the hards. I think quite a lot of people will be doing mediums to hards. I think that's what I'll be doing when I'm racing in career mode in 50%, is I most likely will be doing mediums to hards, because it is a bit more flexible for the driver and they can cope a bit more. So as we're waiting for the drivers to ready up and begin the race then, you've got your predictions for qualifying. Let us know what your predictions are for the race. So we're going to get the race underway shortly, as we're seeing all the garages starting to get ready. You can see a lot of front wings as well. And it's quite sunny here as well, so it is going to be hotter than it was in qualifying yesterday. So we'll just have to pay attention, keep a close eye on some of the drivers who we've seen well in previous weeks, and maybe we might see improvements, because if they get a good result going into the summer break, that would keep the momentum up. As the formation lap is about to get going then, as let's just see what tyres people are on for this qualifying session. We have got, now, according to this, so Amaze is racing for Picklers apparently tonight, which is okay, that's alright, as long as he doesn't sabotage them anyway, but I think we should be alright. So anyway, PT and are the only ones in the top 10 qualified on the softs. Then we got Tom, Viper, Bartek, Bastek, Barker, Freak Show, and IMP on the mediums, and Bendin on the hards. In the bottom half, we have Chris Macker-Jones, Frobo, and Amazed on the mediums. We have John Papa on the softs, and also Clone Troop as well, and Blazer Guns on the hard compound tyres. So all 3 tyres used in today's race. 35 laps ahead of us. Let's just see how this is going to go on. I won't be looking at chat, sadly, because Twitch has decided not to load up on my phone. And if I load it up on my computer, then it's going to suffer for some lag, because Twitch does suffer a lot of bandwidth, and I don't want to have Twitch open when I'm streaming on the computer anyway, so that is why, as all the drivers are about to line up onto their grid spots. So we have an Alfa Romeo on pole. That is not a familiar sight that we've seen, but it's nice to see more variety. Don't forget that the cars are also on equal cards too, so that gives the drivers more of a chance to do well. So here we go, the drivers are about to get underway. The 5 red lights are about to come on. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it is lights out, and away we go. It looks like it's a pretty decent start from Tom going on the left-hand side. Let's see if he can make the run towards PT into turn 1. Yes, he does. So Renault having a good start as well. PT trying to get the switch back as well going into turn 1. Everyone else has made a very good start as well. The 2 Toro Rossos fighting as well. Freak Show has lost the position, so is Ben. Ben going around the outside of Freak Show into turn 3 and 4. Let's see if he can do a Kvyat move. Yes, he does. Freak Show takes back the position and up into P9. Ben is also going to be under pressure to try and overtake Ben to IMP as well in the Toro Rosso and Barker as well. So IMP is going to be on the attack and on the defense as well. So he's got a bad job on his hand. And we've got a yellow flag. I do believe that's Clone Troop. Yes, it is Clone Troop. He has dropped quite a bit, but luckily there's no damage to his front wing, so he is all hunky-dory for now. And we are starting to see a train forming. There's one part of the S section in Hungary that also kind of reminds me of Monaco. That's also why it kind of reminds me of Monaco. So the gap between Tom and PT now is 1.1 seconds. So Tom definitely showing what he's made of. Viper goes to the outside of PT. Can he get the position from him? Look at this, PT going to the inside. Viper holds on to the inside and makes it work. Going into turn 3 then is where PT has to do it, because otherwise he's going to have Bartek all over him, and it's going to prove costly for the Alpha driver. Now Bartek is the one that gained quite a few positions indeed in these first couple of laps, so we'll keep an eye on some of those. But to be honest, I don't want to jinx any of them, so I'm not going to say anything. Well, yellow flag, that's Freak Show in the Red Bull down in 13th. I think he's just had an off in, I think, set to 3, I think, is where he had a little bit of an off. But you never know. But look at this, Bastek all over the back of Bartek as well. Going into that right hand of that right apex. It's that left curve like your favourite granny, as it were. Trying to do all they can to try and get the position, like we said earlier. It is very difficult to overtake around here. As Viper said, the fastest lap of the Grand Prix so far. Don't forget the fastest lap will get a point. Here comes Bartek in the Force India, then he gets the inside. And he gets the move done on Ethan down into third place. So Bartek is on for a podium at the moment. Bastek's going to get the inside of Petey. There's so much battling. When somebody said, oh, there's no overtaking in Hungary, tell them to watch this race because this is absolutely insane so far. Superb battling. I've seen drivers overtaking corners which you don't expect. Probably more than a real life Grand Prix. But we did see Verstappen and Hamilton battle towards the end, and that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Let me just go and get my glasses for a minute because my eyes are absolutely aching. So just give me a second, and my legs are kind of tripped. There we go. That's better. My legs were tripped as well, so that doesn't help. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Bastek to the inside almost. It was a very tight line going into the penultimate few corners, and he almost done it. And John is out of the session. John has retired. Didn't see what happened there because there's a huge battle, 3 wide, going into turn 1. Bastek is making it look easy in the TSR car. He is one that's gained quite a few positions. Petey's going to have another go on Bark around the inside. They almost touched. Toro Rosso of IMP might have another look and capitalise on that. We have a virtual safety car. That must be due to John's little incident. So, will the guys only at the pit now, or will they have to wait? I think most of these guys will have to wait, but due to those double yellows, they are not allowed to overtake now. They have to stay where they are for now. As all the virtual safety car didn't last very long, did it? It was back to normal. So thank goodness for that, as we can begin racing once again. So let's look at the position changes. So Ethan started on pole. He's down to 6th place. So he's lost 5 positions, and he could lose another if he's not careful because IMP is all over the back of him. And Fibo Joba's gained quite a few positions, but Ben Ziller has lost it into. I think he lost it anyway, but I think he sort of recovered it. I think IMP just squeezes around the inside of PT then. I think it's Imp. I think that's what I was meant to say. This could be Ethan's chance going into turn 4. No, not quite. Imp is putting on some great defending and is putting on an excellent show. As Bastek has got a free, I think Bastek got a 3-second time penalty. As well, yellow flag set to 2. That's Blazer Guns down in 14th. He was 13th, and then he's having a little bit of. I think he's had trouble having a bit of trouble getting his medium tyres up to temperature. And that's what he wants anyway. And then Mays up into P8. He's just got past PT as well. I did tell you that the softs do not last long here. And the mediums are starting to come to their own. And that's what Mays has done going past PT. And he's also got another chance to get past IMP as well. Now, PT goes into the pits then. Yep, I had a sneaky suspicion that he was going to go into the pits and change his tyres, because otherwise he would struggle. And what tyre he's going to go on, because I don't trust the tyres on the car. Oh, mediums, that's intriguing. So PT thinks that the mediums will go to the end of the race, unless he's going to do a 2-stop, which is probably most likely. So Mays is doing a scrap for him to 6. Now I'm going to get my glasses now. see properly, so I'm going to get my glasses on and hopefully my vision will be a lot better. So, Amaze getting a lot of straight line speed, and in real life McLaren doing very well in the constructors. Obviously they are P4, maybe Amaze can replicate that, as Amaze was almost having another look around the inside of it but couldn't quite do it, deciding to hold off for now and deciding to stay put for the time being, which I think is a bit wise of him, but Amaze could get another chance going into turn around the inside, and he does it really easily there. So Amaze up another position then, and now his next challenge is the ERL boys. One of them is Barker. Now Ben has been in the pits for quite a long time, and that is because the pit stops around here are really long. They're probably one of the longest on the calendar. But, you know, we shall see. Is Amaze is having the only battle on track right now with Imp, as Blazer Guns has also retired from the session, as PT has just given himself a 3-second time penalty for corner gutting, which is not where you want to be right now, really. So, well, I think Hungary could be another penalty central race, but as soon as we find out the drivers and what happens, then we should be okay. We're on lap 8. Who is going to blink first out of the leading runners? Is it going to be Tom or Vipers, I wonder? Tom, I think, can blink first, because I know he is. Tom is usually very good on strategy, usually. So I could see him pit first, but it is a battle between ERL and Sync for the top of the championship, and they both really want to beat each other, and they have both teammates in the lobby today. So to be honest, they are in for a very good chance. As we have got Tom pulling away from Viper. Bartek still in third. Freak Show now up into down into 9th. And he's going to try and catch Frobo Jobo in the other Williams there. Frobo Jobo, the early Soul Williams, running at the moment. So obviously, John did retire early on, sadly. I think it was lap 1 they retired as well, which was a bit of a shame. Nobody would want to retire lap 1 and see their race come short, really, as we've got Freak Show. He's going to try and have another look on Frobo Jobo, but Frobo wanting to close the door and say see you later. But I wonder if Freak Show has caught Frobo Jobo napping quite a bit there. To be honest, I think he might have. This is one of the corners where we saw a heartbreaking Damon Hill lose a bit of power or something, or fuel, and that allowed Jack Villeneuve to overtake him and get the win. But to be honest, Damon Hill was leading in an Arrows in 1997, and that still classes as one of my favourite Hungarian Grand Prix. I still have it on VHS, it's probably in the loft, but I don't have a VHS player anymore, so... Because we chucked our old VHS away, which is a shame, because it had a lot of good memories on it, especially this one. And this, I think this race kind of hooked me into Formula 1, and I did play a bit of Midtown Madness when I was a kid, though, if anyone plays that. The good old days, and my brother used to fight over the controller, which is the best. But anyway, here comes lap 10. We've got Freak Show still chasing down Frobo Jobo for 8th place then. The amount of points you get can be crucial. As we got another retirement, and that is IMP from BPRL. So I think they're the only sole running BPRL car, I believe. So I think that is it for them, which is very sad to see. So already we are down to three drivers. Oh my god, what am I saying? Already we have gotten 3 drivers down, and I didn't see how any of them retired. And Imp is not very happy at all about his retirement. And we can see Frobo Jobo and Freak Show really going at it in the S section. It is like Hamilton and Verstappen all over again, except it is not a Mercedes versus a Red Bull. It is a Red Bull versus a Williams. As the Red Bull goes to the inside, Frobo holds on to the outside. Can Frobo hold on to the outside line to take the position? Nope. The position is now Freak Show's. Freak Show has improved on his pace the last couple of races, to be honest. The races that I was watching anyway. So as long as they keep it together in the apexes, then that shouldn't be much of a problem. And looks like Frobo Jobo's losing a bit of time on Freak Show, I think. So maybe Frobo's, Jobo's tyres have probably heated up a little bit sooner than we thought. So we'll just have to wait and see. Nobody from the medium has pitted yet, though. So nobody's going to make the jump. Frobo Jobo has decided he's going to stay out. Had to get myself a quick drink now because my throat was very sore at the time, and you don't want a croaky voice. I was going to impersonate someone with a croaky voice, but that is not going to happen. So, Benzilla is now within DRS range of PT then. See if he can make the jump that he needs. Because Ben is on 11 lap use hard. And one thing I haven't mentioned about the Hungarian Grand Prix is I believe there is only one DRS straight, so they'll only have the activation points to use once and only once. So that is probably why a lot of people are hoping to get a bit of slipstream from the other cars. As we have got, I believe also, we've got Clone Troop who is in the pits. Has he gone out? No, it's not Clone Troop, it's Freak Show. I thought the game said it was Clone Troop for a minute there, but it wasn't. It was Freak Show. Now don't forget, Clone Troop has had a few more laps than Freak Show to warm their tyres up, whereas Freak Show has got a lot more time to warm up. Now, why is it saying on the car that it's got mediums on, where on the graphics it says hard? Okay, that is interesting. Now ignore what the car says. All concentrate on what the graphic says on the left-hand side as to what tyre the car is on. That's how I look at it anyway, and that's how I got told. As Frobo Joba and PT are going to have another scrap for 7th places. We've got Frobo's AI, apparently, as the AI of Frobo Jobo is going to try and make his way past PT, but he couldn't quite do it. Now, PT's going to try and be the comeback king. You never know, he could turn into Sebastian Vettel or Valtteri Bottas, but Valtteri Bottas didn't gain much positions, to be fair. But there's been some discussion in the paddock, really, about whether Bottas or Ocon should go in the seat for next year. I wouldn't mind who, but as long as they take their time over it, because I don't really want them to rush their decisions. So we've got Bartek, Viper and Bastek in the pits. Them making the jump and them hoping that the undercut would work best than everybody else. So I think the things that made the Hungarian Grand Prix quite exciting for me anyway was the strategy. And Lewis Hamilton played his strategy absolutely perfectly in the real life Grand Prix. Even though, to be fair, Lewis Hamilton was struggling and he was like, oh, are you sure? To his strategist James, he was like, oh, are you sure? Are you sure? You sure that you put me on the right strategy? And turns out it was. So yeah, to be honest, that was the right strategy for them. P1 with a good momentum going into the summer break. So it's nice to see the crowd cheering on for their favourite drivers as the session progresses. As Viper goes on in P3, Maze and Tom are in the pits. Now, Tom comes across the line. Tom goes ahead. How about Vipers? Vipers stay second. So that means Viper second, Bartek third, and Bastek fourth. So Tom got that overcut done perfectly there. I think for some of these guys, they just needed to wait for the right moment, and that's what Tom did. Tom waited for that right moment to dive into the pits. And there's still some quite close battles behind as well with Bartek anyway, as Bartek still closing up to Viper. Now, they are all on one stop, so they should, to be honest, they should find it easier in terms of the strategy, seeing how they're going to fare at least. And Ben Ziller has got his making up to do if he wants to make his way through the field, because he is 9th, but he hasn't pitted yet. Wait, did I see a 60-second penalty? Wait, hold on. Hold on, I don't even know, to be honest. Oh my god, it must be me hearing things or seeing things or something like that. But if there is, I'm sure there is no way you can have a penalty for 60 seconds, surely. If that does happen, then that is a That must be a huge corner cut. Absolutely huge. No, it probably wasn't 3 seconds. It was probably like 10. But I don't know. And to make matters worse, I don't know who it was either. So I couldn't really tell. They might, to be honest, they might not know about it. As Tom just said, the fastest lap of this Grand Prix so far with a 1:19.8, I think. That's what it was. So how other teams are going to experience the last 15 or so laps is really going to be up to them. The pure, sheer determination is what we like to see from these drivers going in halfway. And it's going to get feisty soon if you're not careful. So I will keep an eye on these battles. Bastek and Barstek could be under a threat. And just for you guys that are listening in a chat, let me just get tyres up. Just to give you an idea on who you want to get driver of the day. And obviously you can put it in chat, of course. To let us know your opinions. So I think we've seen some lot more closer battles, well, cleaner battles than last week, I think. But to be honest, last week, in qualifying and the race, I think it was both wet. So, you know, I think it was the one, I think out of all the games I've commentated on F1 2019, the only race that rained was last week. Every other race I've either commentated in or raced in has been sunny like this. And it is very, very typical. And the next lots of races I'm commentating on is Bahrain. And that never rains. Unless the game decides to stop me and put me into a mysterious world. But anyway, 16 laps to go. Tom still leads by a margin of 5 seconds. 5 seconds for Tom then. He's flying. Absolutely flying. Viper really needs to put the hammer down now. Maybe Jeff will be telling him it is hammer time. To be honest, I wonder if that's the case. I wonder if the Jeffs will tell them that. But I don't know. As we do see a Brazilian flag flying as well, and also we could see a few Polish flags as well. Look at Barstek though. Bartek has got Viper for company. And Viper really start pushing now. Maybe the Racing Point crew have caught the Renault crew napping, maybe. And wanting to use the most of every opportunity. As we've got Bartek, who's going to come across the line and about to start lap 21. Let's see who else we can follow. PT is going for a 2-stop. Yeah, he's going for a 2-stop because he is on his final. I think you have to use both set of compounds. what tyre does PT go on to? Medium. So wait, is it me? No, he went on the hards, didn't he? I think, or he went. No, he went on the soft, didn't he? So he went on the soft for his opening stint, and then instead of going on the hards, he went on to the mediums, and now he's on the mediums again. To be honest, I think that was his plan all along. But we shall see anyway. Usually the drivers don't like to reveal their strategy because it's kind of cheating in a way. As we've still got Frobo Jobo running a little bit wide, which will allow Benzilla to really put the pressure on us. Bartek has now dropped out of the DRS range of Viper, so maybe Viper is being told by Jeff to push. Maybe the Jeff guys at Team ER out is watching the stream. And they're probably going to watch the stream quite intently as well. As we have got Ben around the outside of Frobo Jobo. The Mercedes versus the Williams power units. And the Mercedes, well, I'm trying to think of a word. What is it? Oh, the manufacturing team is doing well. So I'm just trying to get my eyes are getting ever so tired, even with glasses on. So it has been a tough day of work, to be fair. So not really that surprised. And we've got a yellow flag in sector 2. Who is that? Oh, we got some cheeky battles coming on. Look at this. We got the two. Frobo Joba's left. Frobo Joba's out. Or he might have left ages ago, but I don't know. Have we got a bit of a lag from one of the Team Shazoo boys. And we've got Chris Macker-Jones who's going to try and get past his teammate. It is nice to see the Ferraris fighting for position. That's Chris Macker-Jones up into P8. And due to Clone Troop not able to be overtaken as well, at the moment PT is challenging Clone Troop for P9. Well, they were hoping for the guys to... Oh, we have oh my word. Why didn't I see that coming? That's Clone Troop that's lost it, and I think he's lost his front wing as well as he's trying to warm his tyres up. He's been on those hard tyres for around about 16 laps now, so he'll have to pit soon, I think. But if anyone could tell me though, how they could push their tyres to a certain, how long they can push the hards for until they get a puncture. I don't think many people have experienced that, to be honest, because they're either in the pits, they're out, or they're racing far ahead and don't really want to check penalties. Or you just don't want to read them, as Clone Troop dives it into the pits. Then that leaves PT down in 11th position, and that will push Clone Troops in last place. Chris Macker-Jones still in 8th though, so he's still going to... Chris Macker-Jones is still going to get some points for Shazoo. He's still going to try his best, to get all the time he needs. And yeah, Chris Macker-Jones really does need to pit. Puncher could be imminent really soon. But you know, I need to double check how long these hards do last for, so I will find out from Joe actually what caused him to retire. But we'll see anyway. As props to Chris Jones for trying to make it last this long. He probably pitted earlier. Yeah, he did. He definitely pitted earlier. I think he pitted about the end of lap 1. So he's been on those tyres for most of the race already, which is insane. So we have got PT in the pits. He's only been on the tyres for 4 laps though, so sadly he's going on the hards. I think he had no set medium. What has happened, game? It still had tyres in the garage instead of the pit people collecting them. I might clip that actually. That's actually quite funny. But you know, I don't know what happened there. In the Alpha car, but we shall see. This Clone Troop, yeah, Clone Troop is diving it into the pits. As Benzilla is in 10th place. He's possibly going to get the last point. .1 seconds behind Ben. Got a yellow flag. Who is that yellow flag? It is, I don't know, it's not going to tell me. But ESR Maze and Mark Barker are having an intriguing battle for P5 of this race. I might have missed most of that, so I do apologise. It is, to be honest, it is very hard to keep track of these battles. It is probably very difficult when you're on your own. As Barker doing well in form. I think the TVRL boys are both doing very well, to be honest. Being where they should be. But I think Sink is using his momentum. Hopefully Sink is not going to get another disconnect. I don't really want to jinx things. And if I do jinx things, I am never going to let it down. I'm never going to let it down if things get jinxed. So, need I say more? Probably not. So, let's see where he is now compared to the track. But Barca and Bastek are, I think, a little bit more closer together. You can see the flags waving in the grandstand for people voting for their favourite country, and it is a bit intriguing to say the least. Again, let us know your thoughts on who you want to win this race, who you want to potentially get a podium as well after all of this. Everybody's on the hards now except Ben and Benzilla. Everyone else on the hard tyres. So I don't see anyone else on the softs. No, I don't. But anyway, here it comes. We are seeing a Maze. A Maze is trying to look around the inside. And then we got Barker. Barker almost having a look there as well. It looked like it almost was a bit of a twitch, I think, as well. Twitch, you get it? Twitch. So we have got around about 7 or 8 laps to go. And this can really hot up with the midfield. The midfield battles are always the most exciting ones for me to commentate, to be honest. And also the battle for the lead. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a battle for the lead than we were expecting, but who knows? You never know. It might be next week. We shall see. It's tight entry going into the S's. And Mays is still holding on into 6th place. He possibly could get 5th from Barker if he tries to make the lunge that he needs as well. It is possible though, as Clone Troop is out the race. So we lost, I think we lost 5 drivers. So yeah, we lost Clone Troop, we lost Frobo Jobo, IMP. Burger could go past Bastet, but not quite, a little bit too further back. Any point is key, and it could make a difference between them either winning this race or them losing this race. So it's just, to be honest, it's just a matter of time. So lap 30 of 35 then, and Mays, can he get P6 from Barker? We'll have to find out. And Mays is going to try and have a look. He's a bit closer that lap. He's going to get the corner speed. Oh, they almost touched a little bit there. As Mays is going to have a look for a very ambitious move. This Clone Troop has left the session, and Mays, I think, gets past Barker. Yes, he does. So that is his position all to him in P5. So what about Bastek on all this? Because he's got a lot of these guys battling in the back of him. And he's going to be a bit worried because he's got to start pushing. But to be honest, I think Bastek is hoping that the guys in front of him, or the guys behind him, start to battle. Because, you know, as lap 31 of 35 then, Tom still leads by an incredible 8.3 seconds over Bartek, and then we got Bastek as well, who's still challenging, and Mays is close to that lap, and Mays has got to get a move on, because otherwise they could see the opportunity, the ERL boys, to get the edge, to get the job done. As we got a yellow flag. Now, what's happened to Chris Macker-Jones? Chris Macker-Jones has gone into the pits there, so not quite sure what's happened there then. That is very intriguing. So that's probably going to be... Well, I think Chris Macker-Jones is still going to get points for Team Shizou. I think. No question about that. I think there is not going to be much of a fight, really, to be honest. As Ben Diller getting a penalty as well, as Ben's up into P8. Or he could get, well, Chris Macker-Jones could get P10. Depends on how many penalties they have got. So we shall see how that plays out during the next couple of sessions. As the crowd is cheering, we've got 3 more laps to go. Not much battles that we've hoped in the front, but quite a lot of battles that we're seeing in the midfield. As Mays has just got past them. I missed it. And I think I jumped on someone else. I think I jumped on them quite quickly. which I really wasn't meant to be doing. I really should have looked a bit more, really. So we've got yellow flag in sector 2. That is Viper. Viper's lost it. So that pushes Bartek over to P2 for now. So that is a shame. But there we go. That is what happens with Bartek, as Bartek is having a good race. He's having not much trouble, and he's keeping to his own battles, and that is what he's doing. Is what I'm intrigued to find out what happened with Viper there. That is interesting. That is quite surprising. But oh well, that is something that I don't know about, but yeah. So that means Amazed in P3, but Bastek is still under threat from Barker, because Barker is absolutely flying at the moment. As we've got Chris Macker-Jones to set the fastest lap of the Grand Prix. He's gone on to a set of softs for his fastest lap. So I think to be honest, he could get a extra point for that, because you could be on the points for that as well. So yeah, that looks like what it is. We're on the penultimate lap. Anything can happen. And Maze is now going to be under pressure soon. Who you think is going to come under this battle? I don't know. It's going to be anyone's game on how this is going to work out, really, between these guys, because two ERL boys, they could. Well, I wonder if they could start to work together as a team. They could get on the power a bit more as well, and you know, this could work out in their favour to see Barker get Bastek, maybe. But I think Vipers, a bit further behind anyway, so that's probably not going to work out in their favour. But we shall see anyway. But on the final lap then, as Tom still leads by 11 seconds, as Barker gets past Bastek quite convincingly. Barker's now up into 4th. And you can see points really going here. It is coming into play. It's coming into play on these last remaining bits of the session. Apologies that my commentary is not up to scratch today. I think it's probably I am starting to feel, my eyes are starting to feel a bit itchy at the moment due to my hay fever. But it will improve for the next round. I forgot which round is next after Hungary, but we shall see. But Tom has got the last few corners to go anyway, so we shall see what happens with Tom as he comes across the line and he goes to win. He wins again for Sync, and that's going to put him in good stead in the championship. Here comes Bartek. He comes across the line in P2. And Amazed comes in P3. And Barker, a good move to get past Bastet and go into P4. And Viper is taking it cautiously there to try and make sure he doesn't have a puncturing of his tyres. He's in 6th place. Freak Show 7th, and then we got Ben in 8th, and then Benzilla, who is in 9th place. So, not been a classic, but it's still been quite good and quite intense. Tier 1 will be up next. I don't know who's forecasting that. I would, but I gotta have some dinner because I'm starving. And I think I need food, and yeah. I did promise I would eat with my parents today, so yeah. So here we go. All the drivers are going on to the podium. Good celebration there. And let me just quickly go through the standings because I don't want to hold up tier 1 even longer. So let's just go. So anyway, lot of penalties though given this race. But anyway, Tom takes the win with Bartek in P2, Amaze P3, Bartek P4, Bastek 5th, Viper 6th, Feacho 7th, Ben 8th, Benzilla 9th, Chris Macker-Jones in 10th, PT 11th, Clone Troop in 12th, Froba Joba in 13th, IMP in 14th, Blazer Guns 15th, John 16th. So I think we had about 5 non-finishers, but apart from that, everyone else finished. So that is it. Make sure you join us for tier 1. Whoever's broadcasting that, we don't know, but make sure you join us for that anyway. And we shall see you in about 3 or 4 weeks' time for the next round, which I believe is Belgium. Yeah, it's Belgium. Why has that suddenly come across my mind? But anyway, thanks for watching. Have a good evening and good night.